What's on YouTube? It's PTT coming at you with another Division video. And today, guys, I want to talk to you about the Underground, okay? The first paid DLC for the Division. Now, for those of you that use Twitter, you may probably already be aware of the leaks and pieces of information scattered over Twitter at the minute regarding the next kind of installment for us when it comes to updates and DLC. Like I said, it's called Underground. You guys know that. It's the first paid DLC. Is it going to be called 1.3 as well? Maybe. We don't know. Okay. But let's cover what's come out tonight and the last couple of nights, okay, because I think it's worth talking about and letting you guys know about it if you don't use Twitter, okay, and you might not necessarily know these things. So, a little while ago, there was a leak from Amazon, and I think there was another site as well that basically penciled in the release date for the 25th of June. Okay, now that is not too long to go. With E3 coming up next week, I would imagine we're going to see the first kind of trailer reveal of Underground there from Massive. I would expect a lot more information to be coming out of E3 about Underground 1.3, whatever it is you want to call it. I can almost guarantee that all of our information is going to come from E3 and the Massive team over there, okay? What else do we know? Well, some guys have been trolling through data again and game files and things like that, and they have managed to find a new incursion called Dragon's Nest. Now, this is, like I say, it's in the game files as a new incursion. Whether it's going to be called Dragon's Nest or not is kind of still up for debate. As we know, the name for Clear Skies wasn't Clear Skies before 1.2 came out. They kind of kept the name back. It changed when it actually dropped, so that says this is kind of just a placeholder name for those people that are looking, and it's not actually going to be the name. But the fact we're going to get a new incursion, or the possibility of us getting a new incursion with Underground, it seems right. You know, it's a paid DLC, so we should get an incursion on a massive scale, probably a lot bigger than Clear Skies, I would say, and probably bigger than Falcon Lost. I would go out on a limb and say it's going to be the biggest incursion we've had yet. The reason I say this is we've had 2 free updates for the entire community, okay? That's really cool. I love the fact they're giving us these incursions and updates, you know, every month. I would expect them to go bigger with a paid DLC and a season pass, okay? They wouldn't want to release something that is on par with the free stuff because, one, that doesn't kind of cater to the guys that have shelled out the extra cash for a season pass, but it doesn't entice people that haven't bought the season pass to buy it if it's on the same scale as what they're giving out for free, okay? So I would expect any incursion we get to be massive on the scheme of, you know, on the surface of it, on the grand scheme of it, is going to be huge in my opinion. News on Dark Zone then, and I'm so hyped for this. If this is real, it's going to be amazing because you guys will know, if you follow me on Twitter and you watch the streams and things like that, I'm so bored of the Dark Zone right now, and I'm so bored of running through DZ5 and 6 and it being just the same streets we run again and again and again. But it looks like we're going to get new Dark Zone brackets in the form of DZ7, 8, 9, 10 and 11, okay, so another 5 Dark Zone brackets. That's going to be insane. Imagine as well then, I would assume we would get either a Dark Zone level increase, or maybe they will actually increase the level 30 cap and then introduce new enemies, so that, you know, things like Clear Skies Challenge and that won't be so hard. You can kind of gear up a bit more, you can level up a bit more to take on the higher enemies that there will be, because I can't see them bringing in, you know, at the minute you work your way up through DZ 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, you finally get into 5 and 6 and you've got the level 34 enemies if you're in the 201 bracket, and that's kind of the peak of it. What would be the point of adding in another 5 brackets and 5 Dark Zone layers after that if you're not going to increase the AI level and difficulty? And if they're going to increase the level difficulty of AI, that also says that we're going to get a level cap as well. Obviously this is all unconfirmed, guys. This is me thinking in my own head about the information that has been leaked and then kind of putting my own thinking cap on and coming up with things, okay? And the next thing to talk about, they've kind of been talking about the Dark Zone and there being some kind of PvE things to do in the Dark Zone, why fending off players, okay? And that would be really cool to have like PvE missions or a challenge mode, something that you've got to go into the Dark Zone to do some kind of PvE challenge while also trying to fend off other players that may be going rogue on you. That would just be really cool, and that would kind of again try and force the aspect of PvP, which I think this game really needs. Without a dedicated PvP game mode, I think they've got to do a little bit more at trying to force players in to player versus player. I've spoken before on stream about having bigger servers and more incentives for going rogue and things like that, and I think it might be a video I actually do solely on how I think they could fix the Dark Zone and some tweaks they can do. Okay, so yeah, if you actually, yeah, I will. I think I am. I'm going to do a video solely on that over the weekend and post that up for you sometimes next week, because that could be quite lengthy. The other thing to note as well, guys, if you aren't aware, is the Underground is an exclusive to Xbox One for the first 30 days, okay? So if it does indeed come out on the 25th of June, you guys on PlayStation and PC, you're going to have to wait, okay? Really, really sorry. Nice to see that exclusives are coming back to Xbox, because they have tended to have drifted back to over to PlayStation with the likes of Call of Duty, Destiny, things like that. It's nice to have a really class AAA game that has an exclusive with Xbox for, you know, probably the first time in a long time that people are actually going to worry about. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That is kind of all the information. It's out there. If you want to know any more, you want to see pictures, images and things like that, go and look for it on Twitter. Hashtag The Division. You will find quite a lot of things on there, okay? You just need to look for them. I obviously don't want to post any images. I don't want to post any links, because Massive have a really tough stance at the minute of permi-banning cheaters and hackers and glitchers and exploiters and things like that. The last thing I want to happen is to kind of get into any trouble talking about things that have been leaked if they're not supposed to be out there, okay? So, guys, let me know in the comments you have in the section down below. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. As always, thank you very much for watching, agents, and until the next video, I will catch you all soon.